Hi, welcome to the Hawaii Real Estate Report. I'm Scott Sakata.
I'm Jeff Orig.
Today our guest is Abe Lee, broker and owner of Abe Lee Realty. Aside from his brokerage company, Abe also runs Abe Lee Development, which specializes in small property development. We will discuss some of the basics that you should look out for when developing small properties and some of the truths and myths that we often hear about.
Sure. Abe, before we begin, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I came from Korea when I was 8. I went to the normal public school at Lunalilo Elementary School. Went to University High School, University of Hawaii, got a bachelor's degree in Asian Studies, what I call a good-for-nothing degree, and then a master's degree in education from the University of Utah. But in between, I have had a license since 1973, real estate license, and I really enjoy real estate. So basically, I've had my license, I guess, since 1974, so 34 years.
Wow.
And I've developed real estate, small real estate projects. I've taught education classes on how to develop real estate, probably for about 20-something years. And I teach pre-licensing schools, and I also teach continuing education classes.
You're a busy guy. Thank you for being on the show.
Well, thank you.
Okay, so regarding small property development in Hawaii, usually the first question people ask is, how many homes can I have on my property? Can you start to discuss that and explain?
Sure. There's different zoning classifications on the city and county, in the city and county of Honolulu, which is the whole island of Oahu. Every island is different. So what I'm going to talk about is specifically for Oahu. Okay. I've developed on neighbor islands, but they have different terminologies, same basic concepts. And the concept is, what can I do with my property, and how much land do I need to do what I want to do? Example, let's say in residential zone property, there's several classifications on Oahu. One is called R3.5, which means it's residential, and the minimum lot size is 3,500 square feet. Then there's R5, 5,000 square feet, R7.5, 7,500 square feet, R10, which is 10,000, and R20, which is 20,000 square feet. So those are your basic categories for residential zone properties. Now there's other zonings like country zone, which is 1 acre minimum lot size. Then you got agricultural, and there's 2 zoning classifications. One's called A2, Ag 2, which is 2 acres per house, and there's Ag 1, which is 5 acres per house. So it gets pretty complicated. So I think maybe we'll focus just on residential.
Yeah. Okay.
My favorite properties to look for, because we do buy and sell real estate and we develop real estate for our clients, is that I like residential zone property, usually R5 or 7.5, and that means that an R5 zone property, you need to have a minimum lot size of 5,000 square feet. But if you want, but if you want to build a duplex, then you need a minimum of 7,500 square feet. Then if you want to build 2 homes detached, then you need 10,000 square feet. And this is just basic zoning information. Mm-hmm. Now, most consumers don't know that. They just look at a lot and go, oh, big lot. But I ask them, how big is the lot? Oh, I don't know. Well, I need to know the square footage. Mm-hmm. That's really important. And I need to know the zoning. Is it residential? Is it apartment? Is it industrial mixed or business? So those things are really important.
So like 10,000, like someone would say, well, I saw this big lot. It's 16,000 square feet. But then I guess your next question would be,
what's the zoning?
Yeah. So if there's zoning, so let me see, it's R10 and it's 15,000 square feet.
Can't do anything except build 1 house.
Even if I have size, even if there's land size to build 2.
Correct. And I'll have realtors and homeowners call me and say, I got a big backyard. I go, okay, but what's the zoning? Mm-hmm. And they don't know.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So the zoning is crucial to seeing what can you do with that property.
Okay. And let's say you do have the correct zoning and you're able to build an extra house.
Right.
What's like utilities?
Yes. What we usually do is whenever we're given a property to consult or we're going to buy a property, we always check on infrastructure. Mm-hmm. And so usually when I teach classes, I say, okay, I got 10,000 square feet R5 zone land, and can I build 1 house? And most students will go, yes. Then I'll say, can I build 2 houses? Because they know it's double the minimum land area, and it's R5, so they'll go, yes, you can. I said, no, it depends. Mm-hmm. It depends on water availability, if there's enough water pressure. Second, it depends on sewer capacity, because some parts of town, you cannot build a second house, even though you got hundreds of acres. And then the third is, do you have adequate fire protection? Is there a fire hydrant nearby? And the fire hydrant cannot be further than 150 feet to the farthest point of the house, from the fire hydrant to the house. And so these little things, who would know that?
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll continue after this short commercial break.